Welcome to the great transformational shift. Welcome to the great conjunction. Welcome to the vibrant energies of the winter solstice. We shall first start with a channeling and then proceed to the meditation inspired by Cosmic Overlord JadeFire. Greetings from light. Throughout this year, many of you have stood strongly with each other, behind each other, for each other. "2021 is going to demand more of the same. Standing with each other, standing by each other, standing behind each other, for each other, shall take on a significance more important than ever before. From this moment on, you shall live not only for yourself, you shall live for the human race. When you use the word I, you shall not only refer to yourself, you shall refer to the collective consciousness, the collective entity that is the human race. What is this great conjunction that you are all speaking of? You enter into an era of such tremendous transformation. Transformation that you have not witnessed before. When these two planets come together in the way they have, at exactly 0 degrees in Aquarius, where they appear as one, they are, by their positioning, teaching you an extremely important lesson. The planet Jupiter is generally known as the great benefic. The planet Saturn is known as the malefic. In your world, the good and the bad, the right and the wrong, the light and the dark, they come together as one, reaching 0 degrees. 0, the point of ultimate consciousness. For many, many, many thousands of years, you have lived believing in right and wrong, in good and bad, in light and dark. And because of your belief system, you have judged yourself, you have judged others. Zero degrees. All consciousness comes to the point of unity, where there is not even an iota of difference. This is the beginning of the end of duality. This begins an over 2,000-year cycle. At the end of this cycle that you are just entering into, there shall be complete unity and oneness. Very gradually, drop by drop, duality shall fade into nothingness. The duality between physical and spiritual shall also disappear. At present, each one of you is a physical being, endeavoring, seeking, working with dedication to lead a life that is spiritual, at the end of the 2000 plus years, the physical being shall understand, shall know with every cell in its body, in a body that will be different, in a body that shall be considerably modified. And every cell in that completely modified body shall know that the physical is merely a vehicle. It shall be respected, but it shall never be given the prime position of identity as you have given your physical structure. With this fading of importance of the physical, names and labels shall disappear. And human beings shall see each other as all other universal beings see each other, as light signatures. The earth shall continue to support physicality, but a physicality that holds within it the spiritual energy of not its higher self, but its God self. The conduit of the higher self shall cease to exist. And the soul, the very, very full soul that is God's self, shall reside within and around the physical body. But we are looking too far into the future. We do this in order to give you a very small glimpse of where you are proceeding. The bliss that awaits you in the universal force 2000 years is not long. And before we go any further, we take this opportunity to commend the human race for having reached this point of evolution. Take a moment to embrace yourself. Take a moment to love yourself. Take a moment to respect yourself, for you have played no small role in the collective evolution. Acknowledge this, recognize this, Be joyful of this. Be proud of your divine endeavors. But let us come back to the current time, for that might seem to some of you to be more appropriate. Let us start by informing you that with this great conjunction, the Christ consciousness is now implanted well into the cellular structure of each one's DNA. If you were looking for a vaccine, here it is. The implant has taken place, and through this implant, the energies of the Christ consciousness shall continue to seep into your physical structure, your emotional energies, your mental energies, your etheric energies. Christ consciousness has absolutely nothing to do with religion. Do not allow the word Christ to mislead you. This word that we speak of has nothing to do with Christianity or with Yesu. Christ consciousness is the consciousness of the one mind, the one heart, the one power. It is the awareness of the one source. When Christ consciousness is implanted, as it has been, into every single living being on earth, not only the human race, it moves the consciousness from separation to oneness, from scarcity to abundance, from suffering to joy, from greed to sharing. The I grows, and it grows taller than your physical, reaching high up into the cosmic sun, reaching low down, deep into the earth's crystal. The I shall never again be this limited self. In this self, you begin to gather the energies of everyone around you. This happens very, very slowly. So slowly and so gradually that you shall not even be aware of it. Into this energy structure shall enter the energies of all family members, moving outwards to all neighbors, to the entire community, to the state, to the nation, to the continent, to the world. We do not mean this metaphorically. We refer to this gathering in a very, very real, practical, living reality. From this moment onwards, your healing efforts shall become much simpler. There is no other person outside to heal. If someone you know is sick, you know that their energies exist within you as one unified energy that is you, that is I. All you have to do is clear the I. This shall extend itself further and more specifically into how your world functions, both politically and financially, and therefore automatically how your world functions legally. 2021 shall be witness to these shifts. But these are just the very, very initial stages. There shall be shifts in the consciousness of those who lead you, of those who head large corporations, those who cannot move in time with these shifts shall necessarily have to leave those positions. Whatever is not in alignment with you shall very gently, more often than not easily, leave your life. When doors close, as some doors shall in 21, and then in future periods of time, do not struggle. Let those doors close gently, not with blame, not with rancor, with gratitude and divine grace. The great transformational shift is truly a shift from human consciousness to Christ consciousness. It is a shift of mind and heart and belief and attitude to one of love and compassion and generosity and forgiveness and tolerance and understanding and mercy. The implant is already within you, but if you should will fully make your fullest effort to aid this implant, to support it, to facilitate its functioning, the energies that come to you through that implant shall move you ever closer to your own 0 degree, completion of consciousness, where nothing is impossible. 0 degree is the degree of alchemy, accelerated manifestation, shifting from it is not possible to all is possible, shifting from I can't to we can. The initial 2 to 3 years of the great transformational shift shall necessarily be accompanied by chaos. At present, there are 2 distinct energies of consciousness within you, even as we speak. The Christ consciousness energies shall get stronger depending upon you. But for a while, even in those who try and endeavor with dedication, the 2 distinct energies of human consciousness and Christ consciousness shall create a certain level of agitation and disturbance, while the human body begins to settle down and gives predominance to one energy. And that one energy is that of the unified, the source, the all. The disturbance and the agitation within shall reflect in the chaos in your world, whether you experience it on a personal level or a social level or a global level. Do not be frightened. Do not be dismayed by the chaos. This chaos is most essential. When you are witness to the chaos, or you hear of it, join your hands in deep gratitude. Reach your zero level and facilitate the smooth movement of the Christ consciousness energy. Remember, your fear, your denial, your rage shall add to the human consciousness energy and shall therefore create even more chaos. It is the sacred duty of each one who hears this to spread the word that in the presence of chaos, you shall remain at the balance of 0 degrees, where the needle veers not by even half a degree to the left or the right. In that balance, you shall facilitate the functioning of the energy of Christ consciousness. We shall further instruct you from time to time on what you can do, what you must do sometimes, for we desire that this shift be the smoothest it can be, with the least disruption. "2021 has many opportunities for you, many opportunities of growth, many opportunities of happiness, many opportunities of interconnectedness. But with all of these opportunities and these gifts, you shall have to exercise great self-responsibility. Self-responsibility of working, living, thinking, feeling, being a Christed being. And so today we shall take you into a meditation where we shall guide you to reach your 0 degree, so that in the weeks and months and years to come, you shall then become proficient in reaching the 0 degree without any help from anyone. Greetings from light. I am now not channeling JadeFire directly. I shall be inspired by energies downloaded into my awareness, which shall come through as this guided meditation. Sit very comfortably. Ensure that you have no belt, no tie, no shoes, no footwear. Remain seated for this meditation and either take on lotus position or sit with your feet upon the floor. If there is something between you and the bare floor, please ensure that it is not made of any synthetic material. This shall impede the flow of energy to and from Gaia. Close your eyes and begin a very gentle, rhythmic, deep breathing. Breathe in through your nose, deeply into your sacral chakra, below your navel, the chakra of creation, feminine goddesshood. And breathe out, gathering all the stale energy from the root chakra upwards and breathing it out through your mouth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let us do this a few times. Pay attention now to your physical body. Scan it into equal parts, the right and the left. Do not rush through this scanning. Scan the right, then scan the left, then scan the right again, and scan the left again. One side of your body shall seem heavier. It might seem as though it is pulling you to one side or the other. Do not interfere with this process. Just observe it. Make note of it. Which side feels heavier? Trust. Trust in the seed of your Christ consciousness. Trust in the seed that has been implanted into you. Trust in the answer that you shall receive. Trust. Now bring your attention to a point 1 to 1.5 inches above your navel. Ensure that your palms are resting gently upon this spot, one palm upon the other. Breathe into this spot. When you join your palms like this and breathe into this spot, you are giving your energy system a silent command to become united. The left side joining completely with the right side, the right brain in perfect union with the left brain. Breathe into this spot. in the weeks and months and years to come, this spot shall become more important than even your third eye chakra. This is the spot of your 0 degrees. Gently breathe into your 0 degrees. Reaching inner union. Reaching inner balance. Reaching oneness. Each time you breathe into this spot, you are choosing to empower your Christ consciousness. At present, your human consciousness rests in a thick layer of energy above your Christ consciousness, God Self. Each time you breathe into your 0 degrees, you empower the Christ consciousness energies very gently and very, very gradually, moving towards that state of awareness and beingness, where the two energies come into an equal state of power, and then the Christ consciousness gaining power and becoming the layer of energy on top of the layer of human consciousness. But for the present, breathe into the 0 degrees. With each breath, you are in fact choosing the empowerment of your Christ consciousness, God Self. Continue to breathe into the 0 degrees. This is your spot of alchemy. This is your spot of divine wisdom. This is your great healer. This is divine love, the force of love that runs through the Christ consciousness energies. This is not the emotion of human love that resides in the human consciousness layer that only recognizes duality. As you breathe in and continue to do so, you begin to feel a lightness, as you continue to practice this. You shall reach a stage where when you touch 0 degrees, you shall experience a disconnection for a few minutes from your brain, and your connection shall be sharply with divine mind. To receive your answers, to manifest desires. All manifestation at 0 degrees is a manifestation exclusively and only for the human collective. The I that starts with you, but then moves upwards into the sacred fire of the cosmic sun and moves downwards into the throbbing, pulsing crystal star at the heart of Gaia. Life does not end with death. Life is infinite. You are infinite. In all your actions, in your thoughts, in your beliefs. Seek now to move away from limitation. You are not limited, and neither is the human race. The great conjunction is the unity of God consciousness and human consciousness. Where all is one, where all thoughts come from the one, where all words and actions come from the one. Leave behind old conflicts. Leave behind blame. Seek to live with one principle. All is what it is. It is. It is not right. It is not wrong. It is not good. It is not bad. It is. When you cannot see the order that prevails in the chaos, when you cannot see the perfection that chaos is moving you towards, trust. Trust. All is as it is. Now that you have breathed for a few minutes into your 0 degrees, shift your attention up to your heart and then 1 inch above the heart chakra. This is the higher heart chakra, the second place of 0 degrees. There is no hate, no condemnation, no scorning, no judging, no criticism, no intolerance. This is the heart of Christ consciousness, the seat of the force of love, the 0 degree of the power of love, 0 degree, no prejudice, no bias, no for, no against. As you breathe into this 0 degree, happily, joyfully gather into you all the energies from around you. Breathe them in. Breathe them into your 0 degree. No masculine, no feminine. All is one. Continue to breathe into the 0 degree. Do not hesitate to breathe in the energies of those you might still be judging as negative or hateful or harsh or violent. Breathe all energies in. If you judge them as hateful, you have the power of love to transform them. If you judge them as violent, you have the power of love to bring them peace. If you judge them as harsh, you have the power of love to bring them gentleness and mercy. This is your Christed self, your God self. This is the moment of your rebirthing, a rebirthing into your Christed self. This is what you took birth for, to reach this moment and blossom into your Christed consciousness. All of humanity is working only towards this one goal. All of humanity is moving only towards this evolutionary path. Yes, sometimes you might see this as apparently otherwise when you are getting caught in the illusion of the chaos. Return to your 0 degree. Return to your 0 degree. May the blessings of the 0 degree, may the light of Christed consciousness be your goal, your path, your destiny. Very gently, you can open your eyes and look down at the rebirthed you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for this meeting. Thank you.